One of the biggest weekends of the fall season is upon us. The Prep Baseball Cup is here, and we have some of the best teams from around the nation facing off all weekend here at the Lake Point Sports Baseball Village. I'm Grayson Rosen, filling in for Corey McCartney. Today, a big matchup in the 2026 division between East Cobb Astros and Artillery 2026. We've got first pitch scheduled for 10:20 a.m., and I will soon be joined by Prep Baseball's Avery Hunt. But in the meantime, we want to talk about all the great moments that are made up here at the Baseball Village, specifically ones of positivity. We've teamed up with Johnsonville in the push to keep the internet juicy and bring the positivity back to the internet. Let's go inside that mission. Lake Point Sports is partnering with Johnsonville to highlight positive actions, good sportsmanship, and selfless acts associated with all the various youth sports we love. Any and everyone is encouraged to share these moments, so whether you're the one who spotted the activity, the one performing the act, or the recipient of the good deed, there's something in it for everyone. And Johnsonville might just reward you for your behavior and or your participation. So use the QR code for more information on how you can make a submission, or head over to lakepointsports.com or our social channels to access the submission form. A couple of weeks ago, I got the chance to go extra bases with 2025 uncommitted right-handed pitcher Evan Kirby out of Tennessee. Here's a look at what the 6'6" right-handed pitcher had to say. Today we're going extra bases with Evan Kirby of US Elite. He's a right-handed pitcher in the class of 2025 out of the Webb School in Tennessee. How you doing today, Evan?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
Doing great. I'm super excited to get started. Let's go ahead and go extra bases. We'll start sprinting to first base. Right off the bat, the height jumps off the page, 6'6". What do you do on the mound to make sure that your height and your size is used to your advantage?
I really just try and get the release point out, try and work downhill as best I can. You know, closer I can look to him, faster it looks like I'm throwing.
Yeah, and what does it take to keep such a large frame in shape as well? Pitching is not an easy thing to do, and at your size, it's even harder to keep track.
A lot of long toss, a lot of throwing. I'm usually programmed 3 or 4 times a week trying to throw, and a lot of weights. And
Gotcha.
A lot of food, of course.
Yeah, of course. Well, you're going uncommitted into your senior year. What is it that you want to put on display for the college coaches out there, and what do you really want to show off to them?
I just want to show off my ability to get outs, because there's a lot of guys in my class, of course, throwing like 96, 97, and that's not my wheelhouse right now, but I'm pretty good about getting outs, and I know how to pitch. Just want to put that on display for them.
Yeah, well, you're flashing 89 on the mound, so it ain't too bad. But let's go ahead and make the sprint to second base. Of course, you are a pitcher first, but I know you've got a bat in your hand sometimes. Wood or metal bats, what's better?
Oh, I mean, just absolutely squaring it up with the wood bat. There's nothing like it.
Fantastic. What's the best song in the playlist right now?
I'm a big country guy. Right now I'm going Lies, Lies, Lies by Morgan Wallen.
Fantastic. What is the best meal that you can cook for yourself?
I can go a smash burger, smash bacon cheeseburger.
Okay.
That's what I'm working with.
And who was your favorite athlete growing up?
I would have to go probably Tiger Woods.
Ooh, I love that choice. Who's your favorite active MLB player?
Ooh, it's a rough one. I would say I like watching Garrett Cole pitch a lot.
Okay.
But
Final question. You go to school in Bell Buckle, Tennessee. It's a very small town.
Mm-hmm.
As of 2022, the population was 418. Is there like a hidden gem in Bell Buckle, Tennessee, restaurant, attraction, or just something you think deserves some love?
I would say the Bell Buckle Cafe. That's where me and all my friends, when we go to school, every time there's a lunch that we're not feeling too much, we're always at the Bell Buckle Cafe.
All right.
Great
Well,
spot
that's
to eat.
fantastic. Check out the Bell Buckle Cafe if you stumble upon it. Evan, thank you so much.
Yes,
Everybody, reach out to this guy. He's looking to get committed. Good luck this weekend.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
3, 2, 1.
We've got our lineups here for the matchup today between East Cobb Astros and Artillery. East Cobb Astros leading off is going to be Sweat, then Bubba Coleman, Woodard at 3, Martin Scheller 4th, then Campbell, Reyes, Gentry, Charlie Delp, McLean, Baker, and Lockett rounds out the lineup. And then you have Hayworth up on the mound. On artillery side, you have Gannon Paget leading off, then Jonathan Carrasco, William Grayson, Thomas Cook, Alex Gannon, Cannon Dunn, Isaac Valencia, Aaron Pennington, Nealon Holsey, and Logan Powell, with Alex Gannon also operating up on the mound. And here we are getting ready for first pitch over on the Audi Marietta Fields. I'm joined now by Avery Hunt. Avery, how are we doing today?
Good, man. It's always good to have nice weather here in the fall for a loaded event, and looking forward to a good baseball game here.
Yeah, we got a lot of good stuff to look forward to. A lot of big names here out on the fields. A lot of future gamers that we saw back in July. So comes the first pitch, ball high. Very excited to see this East Cobb team. Very new look from what we saw from this team last year. They picked up a lot of just even more great talent than what we had seen on display in the summer. There's a pitch just a little bit high inside, throwing about 87 up there on the mound is Alex Gannon, who's also the DH in this lineup as well. Another one comes in just a little bit high. Colton Sweat steps back in the box with a 3-0 count. Gannon misses just a little bit outside and gives a free pass on 4 straight pitches to his first batter faced.
Sweat, a former junior future gamer from a few years ago. It was really fun to watch in that event. It's been really fun to kind of watch him, kind of progress in his, get bigger, get stronger. It's been fun to kind of watch him develop over the years.
Yeah, and there's a number of these guys throughout both sides, actually, that have been to Lake Point quite a few times. Obviously, the East Cobb guys are a lot of them from the area. Artillery spread out all over the nation with the guys that they've brought in. They're based out of Ohio, but they've got a number of Georgia players. You got a junior future gamer and future gamer in Neelan Holsey behind the plate right now. He's from Georgia, represented, I believe, Nevada in this year's future games. But a number of other guys as well joined this team. Got a couple of names out of Oklahoma and obviously some from Ohio, Kentucky, all throughout the nation representing Artillery. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, just a little bit outside. Not seeing the command that you'd be looking for from Alex Gannon thus far.
Struggling to find the strike zone here a little early. Maybe you need to take a breath, settle down as you get a breaking ball across there. Against this East Cobb lineup, you're going to have to be able to pound the zone with 2 pitches to kind of keep them off balance.
Yeah, and Alex Gannon, he was actually one of the 2024 future gamers. He is an interesting case. He's ranked in Maryland. He goes to school in Delaware, and he lives in Pennsylvania. So kind of doing it all in that one zone in the nation.
He's got the Northeast covered.
Yeah.
He's got those guys taken care of.
Yeah, out of Sanford High School in Maryland. Throws down just a little bit behind him. Safe there, stealing second base. Now runner in scoring position, no outs for East Cobb. You got a full count right now to Bubba Coleman at the plate. See what he can do. Certainly a hitter to watch out for.
Oh, got to get our umpire over in the right spot there. a little motion before the pitch.
Do we have a 3-man crew today?
I think we have 4 on this field. The GHSA running through their camp stuff here at the park like they do every year, just kind of getting some guys some instruction and kind of things to work on as they move forward towards the high school season. So umpires out here trying to get better at what they're doing. So, that might make people watching happy or mad, depends on their opinion on umpires.
That's true. That's true. Well, I think it's all based on how it looks today. So
Yeah, exactly.
Hopefully we get a good game today. There's another free pass by Alex Gannon, not the desired start to this game. Neelan Holsey comes out to talk to him up on the mound, but 2 straight walks to start off his day on the mound. And with that walk brings up Vernon Woodard at the 3-hole.
Having a nice congregation there at the plate. 2 coaches, an umpire, a catcher, and a hitter.
Got a lot of things to cover.
Yeah.
Vernon Woodard at the plate, a future gamer this year for Georgia out of Grayson High School. Number 59 in the state of Georgia, the number 6 catcher. See what he can do here, the left-handed hitter going against the righty Alex Gannon. Swing and a miss on the first pitch, well placed.
See him kind of living around the 86, 87 range there. Just got to get in the strike zone here, let his defense work behind him.
Comes the second pitch. Just bloop hit over into left field. Runner's coming home. Throws down a little bit far off from his catcher. And we've got a single with an advance to second on the throw, but I think we'll score it a double. And the runner moves to third, and East Cobb is already on the board. No outs, up 1-0 in the top of the first. It's a desirable start for sure for East Cobb, and you bring up Martin Scheller, who has certainly shown off some power here at Lake Point and really anywhere he's stepped on the field. So definitely not somebody you want to see with 2 runners in scoring position and no outs early in this game.
Absolutely. He steps in with the intent to do some damage there from the right side. So let's see if he can't deliver here and extend East Cobb's lead. I have a courtesy runner out there at second base.
That's for catcher Vernon Woodard, who was replaced there. Martin Scheller at the plate, number 86 in the nation, the number 16th ranked outfielder in the nation, number 8 in Georgia, the number 3 outfielder in the 2026 class for Georgia. That one comes in just a little bit too high, one of the first off speeds we've seen. I think for Woodard now, it's just about trying to get some outs any way possible. Pitch comes in, kind of foul tipped. He's looking at the runner. It got him in a rundown here between third and home. I think they've sacrificed him already. Scheller slides in safe at second base, so an out is made. They stop the run from scoring. Scheller advances to second, and Bubba Coleman, the pinch runner for Vernon Woodard advances to third. Bubba Coleman tagged out between home and third base. Good work right there by the pitcher to just stop a run from coming through. It was a little bit shaky. Maybe you don't want those guys in scoring position, but you still get an out and maybe get something rolling here.
Absolutely. Fielding your position and kind of caught the runner at third right there in no man's land. And that's what you teach guys to do is field the ball, see what he's doing, and then just run right at him, get him in a rundown. Unfortunately, Scheller was able to advance up to second during the rundown, so kind of still the same situation with one out. But anytime you can cut a runner down between third and the plate, I think on defense or on the mound, you take that.
Certainly, and it seemed like East Cobb was pretty committed to just letting whatever happen with the runner already standing on third base before Bubba was even tagged out.
Yeah, just stay in as long as you can and let that guy be able to get to second so you still have 2 guys in scoring position.
And also a great job by Artillery, just trying to get their first out of the game. They get it there, pop up here deep in the center field. You can expect a tag up, and he had to rear back a little bit. I don't see any outs happening here. Runners advance 1 base, and East Cobb gets their second run plated in this game.
Just a little bit under that swing there, but as a hitter, that's really one of the things you're trying to do: put the ball in play, hit something hard, and be able to get that runner in from third. Unfortunately, doesn't turn into an extra base hit like I'm sure he would have liked to, but he'll definitely take the sac fly and the RBI.
Definitely, and now East Cobb an early 2-run lead here in the top of the first with 2 outs. Just looking to keep things going. You still got a runner on third as Alex Reyes comes to the plate. Out of Brookwood High School down in Gwinnett. Alex, the 62nd ranked player in the state of Georgia for the class of 2026. He's a catcher, the number 8 catcher in the class. A little bit outside once again. He's now up 3-0 in the count. Can expect Alex Gannon to just try and put something down the middle, try and force him to make a swing.
Interesting to see if Reyes gets the green light here 3-0 or if it's an automatic take.
Here comes the pitch. Just outside, walks his 3rd batter already in this appearance with just 2 outs in the top of the first. Looks like time's being called. Potentially? Yes. Artillery's head coach walking out to talk to his starting pitcher.
Just coming out there, maybe give him a second to catch his breath, kind of get back in rhythm, get back in that strike zone and keep the lead where it's at, give their offense a chance kind of moving forward, because obviously last thing you want to do is a big number here in the first inning, and that just kind of deflates everything, and you're battling back from a big number for the rest of this ball game, kind of put your offense behind the 8 ball to start.
Yeah, and with 2 outs here in this spot, if you can just create a ground ball, get the out, bring the offense up. It's a huge confidence boost from where you're at right now. And the meeting ends up there on the mound as Gannon gets ready to deliver the, oh no, he already got the walk, so he will be pitching here to his next batter, who is Grant Gentry, coming up to the plate. And a run down between first and second, and he gets the out at second. But did the run score there?
Yeah, the run
Okay,
will
so
count
the run
there.
will count there. So it's going to be a 3-0 lead for East Cobb going into the bottom of the first. We'll catch you guys right back here after the break.
So yeah, outrage is trending. Our feed's stirring us up, splitting us up. What if we came out from behind our walls and keyboards just for a sec and just go yard? Front yard. Come out bagging, jumping, check on that Johnsonville feed. Let our individual flavors blend together. Yes, block nobody, block party. Keep it juicy.
Boogie woogie jam slam, bust the dialect. I'm the
Welcome back to Lake Point Sports here. We're in the bottom of the first inning. East Cobb up 3-0, I believe. I thought the run scored. Do we
Yeah.
have a determination? Okay, so the run did score, so we are up 3-0 for East Cobb over Artillery. And now on the mound for East Cobb is Camden Hayworth, number 35, right there. About to take the bump and throw his first pitch of the day.
There it is.
There's the
We
run.
got, we got it on there. Just took a second. We'll blame the connection.
Yep. And you may not have noticed, but Avery certainly reacted to it. A home run ball almost hit us here in the studio, bounced about 50. Oh, what a diving stop and a diving catch at first base for East Cobb to get the first out of the bottom of the first. That was a heck of a play.
As a pitcher, you love that. Guys helping you out, first pitch swinging, makes a nice little slide and grab there at first base.
Yeah, and wasn't sure if Hayworth was going to make it to first base to get the out. So a good thing that his first baseman had his back and caught that pop-up. As I was mentioning, we almost got hit by a home run ball about 20 feet away from the studio. There's a pitch right down the middle, 83.8 from Hayworth for the strike.
Yeah, it got a little close. Definitely drew my attention as a ball bounced and almost hit us. But we survived, so we're good.
That pitch comes in at 84.1, just a little bit outside the zone. Up to bat now, Jonathan Carrasco for Artillery. Another one outside, a little bit low as well at 78. Here comes the pitch, and foul ball makes it 2-2 count here for Carrasco. Artillery just looking to try and make something happen. Next pitch outside brings the count full, 3-2. Carrasco at the plate looking to hopefully reach base here safely. Swings on that one, fouls it off, keeps himself alive for another pitch. Hayworth doing a good job just putting the ball in a competitive position, not always in the zone there, but always making Carrasco think about it.
Definitely a little crafty up there, just trying to hit spots, kind of mixed pitches, mixed speeds. So really like what we're seeing here early on.
Great pitch for strike three, looking 84.4 on the black for Camden Hayworth. He gets his first strikeout of the game. Lefty off to a pretty strong start here as opposed to what his offense was doing to Artillery in the first. Now up to the plate, William Grayson, the third baseman, comes to the plate to face Hayworth. That one comes in just a little bit low. Catcher can't hang on to it. That's a 1-0 count to start it off. That one came in his fastest so far, 85.6. Next pitch comes just a little bit outside, makes it a 1-1 count. William Grayson, another name that was here back in July for future games, and gets caught looking right there. Makes it a 2-1 count for Grayson. He is from Mount St. Mary in Oklahoma, 6'3", 178. Actually a right-handed pitcher, the number 6 right-handed pitcher in Oklahoma. Sends that one out into right field. Goes foul. Got a 2-2 count now for Grayson against Hayworth here on the mound. Hayworth delivers and throws an off speed, just barely a little bit inside. Well-placed pitch, but doesn't get a swing and a miss there.
It's a really good pitch there, right there to the low inside corner. Just missed right there on the inside half. Looking for him to swing over the top there of that breaking ball.
Well hit on the 3-2 pitch out into center field, but it is caught by East Cobb, and they'll end the inning there. East Cobb up 3-0 over Artillery. We'll get you back right here on Lake Point Sports.
Next. Next. Stop.
You got it?
No. Keep going.
Again.
Next. Next.
If you don't pick one,
Oh, you have time. Am I keeping you from your job? Next. I don't even know where I am anymore. Stop.
do we finally have it?
Let's go back to the beginning.
Are you
Your
joking?
electric future customized. The fully electric Audi Q4 e-tron.
Making every second count. That is how I live. And this is how I hydrate. Body Armor Sport Water. Water for the athlete in all of us.
This is ready to go online. Any questions?
Yeah, I got one. How about the best network imaginable? Let's invent that.
That's what we do here.
Quick survey. Who wants their internet to work pretty much everywhere?
And it needs to run smooth, like super smooth.
Hey, should you be drinking that?
It's decaf. Because we're busy women.
We don't have time for lag or buffering. Who doesn't want internet that helps AI do your homework even faster?
Come again?
Sorry, what was that?
Introducing the next generation 10G network, only from Xfinity. The future starts now.
Welcome back to Lake Point Sports, the Prep Baseball Cup going on. We're into our second inning of action here, and it looks like Alex Yannon will stay on the mound here for Artillery, down 3-0 against East Cobb. We'll see what happens here in the second inning, but we lead off the inning with Grant Gentry, who finished off the inning last time around as the out was made during his at-bat. Gannon sends in the first pitch, 84.1, a little too high there, makes it a 1-0 count to start off the top of the second.
Just looking right here in this inning to be able to, pound the strike zone, keep the game where it's at, and give your offense a chance as they kind of progress forward.
Alex Gannon throws a competitive pitch, a late swing, 89 off the bat, drops in the right field corner. He's running for third. It looks like he's going to get in there easily. Oh, a real close one. Maybe his coach should have given him the slide sign, but he makes it in safely, a stand-up triple that maybe should have been just a regular old triple.
It's a little bit closer than I think everybody anticipated there on the relay throw.
Yeah, that was a little bit scary. Good work out there in right field. Good throw by Isaac Valencia to get that one in. But East Cobb still leads off the inning with a triple. No outs. You already got the runner on third. That brings up Charlie Delp in the left-handed batter's box right here. Gannon delivers the first pitch, and it is a ball high to Charlie Delp.
Your East Cobb here just looking to add on, keep putting runs up, obviously, in events like this, just really looking forward, just really trying to, score as many runs, save as much pitching as you can early in these pool play games when it comes Monday when you need need all the arms for bracket play, just trying to keep pitches down, keep guys fresh.
And Delp here at the plate, the number 2 first baseman in the class of 2026 for Georgia, the number 75 overall in the state. Gets the next pitch, comes in a little bit outside, makes it a 2-1 count. Still seeing a little bit of control struggles here for Gannon up on the mound. Down 3-0 already in the second inning, just hoping to dial it in here, and that's a great competitive pitch. Makes a swing and miss on the outside of the plate. Makes it 2-2. Gannon in the windup, about to deliver his 5th pitch of the at-bat, and time's called by the batter.
Interesting to see Artillery still playing normal depth in the infield early in this game with nobody out, just trying to trade the out for a run. Thought maybe with 3-0, being in a 3-0 hole already, maybe see the infield come in, but looks like they're just going to stay at normal depth.
That one comes in just a little bit high, makes the count full for Charlie Delp at the plate. Left-handed hitter out of West Forsyth, looking to get things rolling once again for East Cobb Astros. That one comes in high as well, and he walks. Now you've got runners on the corners with no outs, and that gives way to McLean. We don't have a first name for McLean, but he is batting now. What are you looking for now from Gannon going through this? He's already allowed 2 more runners here in the top of the second. He's down 3 runs, no outs. What do you want him to do from here?
I think as a coaching staff and as a team, you just look for him to limit the damage, kind of be able to eat some innings here. Maybe he doesn't have his ace stuff today, but be able to, stay in this ball game, at least go 3 innings, kind of gives the rest of the staff a breather. Maybe you could, moving forward, you just try to keep the damage as minimum as possible, maybe keep it to 1 run here. And, you just got to be able to, take a deep breath, find the strike zone a little bit, let his defense work behind him.
And the last pitch got fouled off on a potential hit-and-run opportunity. Gannon with an 0-2 count delivers the next pitch, and it comes in for the strike 3. Strikeout looking right there for McLean, and Gannon has another one. Gets things rolling, potentially double play territory now for the infield. Gannon's just got a pitch to contact here.
I mean, that's kind of asking what you're looking for. I think that's the ideal at bat there. Pounding the strike zone with 2 different pitches.
Throw down to second. Easily got the runner. The run will score from third base, but Artillery now with 2 outs. East Cobb Astros take the lead 4-0 here in the top of the second. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I take a run whenever you can get it from the East Cobb side. And, for Artillery, he's trying to find outs. I think for both sides, I think, you can live with both of those outcomes.
Yeah, base, heads up baseball right there. Cruz Baker. And he came off the base at first. So Cruz Baker reaches safely on a grounder to the second baseman, showing off the wheels right there, firing down the first baseline.
Yeah, a little bit of a high throw there, almost. Sometimes that short throw from second base, guys just kind of, lose it a little bit, kind of scared to throw it how they normally do, and it looks like that one just kind of took off a little bit to the arm side for him and pulled the first baseman off the bag.
Yeah, maybe been watching a few too many MLB second basemen. They like to do that slow kind of flip throw over to first base, and they'll throw off a guy. It'll throw off a guy who hasn't done that too often. Now, after the retying of his shoes, Alex Gannon looks to take the mound. Looks like we had time called potentially in the field. And we're back now. Umpires back behind the catcher, and the ball's in play. Gannon sets for his next pitch with 2 outs. Right down the middle for a strike, looking to start off the at-bat. Appears Aiden Lockett here at the bottom of the order, looking to keep things alive here for East Cobb Astros in the top of the second. 0-1 pitch sent out to center field. He camps under it. And Artillery is out of the inning, but not without giving up 1 run to East Cobb Astros. They take a 4-0 lead heading in to the bottom of the second. We'll catch you back right here at Lake Point Sports.
Where is it written, only grill burgers? Nowhere. That's where. Now throw on some sausage and keep it juicy.
Boogie woogie jam slam, bust the dialect. I'm the man in command. Come, flow with the sounds of the mighty Mike.
Welcome you back to the Audi Marietta Fields here at Lake Point Sports. East Cobb Astros up 4-0 into the bottom of the second over Artillery Baseball, and just looking to see what Artillery can do here on the offensive side. Camden Hayworth looked really good in his first inning of work for East Cobb Astros, creating contact and finishing that inning with a strikeout. We'll see what Artillery has to offer here now going into the bottom of the second. Up to the plate is first baseman Thomas Cook, who we've talked about this many times. Keon Johnson did a mic up with us. He said his baseball ick, or one of the things that bothers him, is guys that don't wear the same uniform as the rest of the team. Cook, maybe not not matching everybody.
Yeah, he's got the white top on today instead of the red. May have left the red one at home. So
I think he just wanted to match.
Yeah.
White pants, white shirt, white helmet.
Good day to play on turf.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be a bad day on a natural field with the white on white.
Yeah.
A lot of laundry.
Yeah, his parents would not be too happy with him.
That might mean I'm getting old when I start thinking about having to clean clothes after you do something.
I don't know. I think it, even playing at like 13 years old, it was in the back of my mind that my mom was going to be mad if I came home with muddy baseball pants.
I think mine was mad if I didn't, so that was a positive. She knew, she kind of expected it.
That's fair. It should be expected. Now we've got a 2-1 count for Thomas Cook. See what he can do here. Hayworth just continuing to look pretty poised on the mound. Sorry, a 2-2 count. And he gets the strike 3 looking on Thomas Cook. Camden Hayworth just cruising through it right now. Already got 2 strikeouts through 1.1 innings of work.
Here East Cobb, Hayworth's doing exactly what, you jump out, you score, 3 runs in the top half, add another in the top half of the second. And, he's in there pounding the strike zone, working quick, keeping the defense engaged, and that's really all you can ask for, kind of pitching with a lead, as you hear a lot of guys say. So, really impressed with what we've seen from him so far.
Already got a swing and miss from the opposing starting pitcher, 2 swing and miss. He's working quickly here, an 0-2 count quickly to his opposing starting pitcher, Alex Gannon, who also fills the DH spot for Artillery. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Hayworth. And he gets him looking on the black. Strike 3 for Camden Hayworth. 3 strikeouts now through just 1.2 innings of work, and he is off to a hot start. Artillery still looking to break into him. Haven't put on a base runner just yet with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Now stepping to the plate is Cannon Dunn. He dribbles this one over the third base line. It's fair and gets all the way around third base. He's running for second. Throws coming in from the outfield. And he is safe in at second. Artillery getting things done. I feel like I just cursed East Cobb Astros. I didn't even say anything like no-hitter or perfect game, but it's now gone. It's out the window.
And jumped on that first pitch fastball there, was a little bit out in front, pulled it down the third base line. Really good, came in with a plan. Obviously, Hayworth's pounded the zone a lot, so, kind of expecting the ball in the zone, be ready to hit as soon as you step in there so you're not behind in the count from the first pitch. So, good piece of hitting there and good approaches. He's kind of, seen 5 hitters, and it's like, all right, it's probably going to throw me a first pitch strike. Let's let it eat early.
That's great work by Cannon Dunn, one of the only guys that's even really gotten on anything early off of Hayworth, and very, very strong hitting performance right there. Hayworth sends in the next pitch to Isaac Valencia, the right fielder. Gets a strike looking there down in the just off the plate. Makes it an 0-1 count to start with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. So next one just kind of sends that one down into the turf. 74 on what looked like potentially a slider out of the lefty. Now a 1-1 count for Valencia here at the plate, looking to potentially get a runner around with 2 outs here for Artillery. Sends that one weakly on the ground. Shortstop making a play. He is safe at first base. Athletic play right there from shortstop, but doesn't quite get there in time.
A really tough play there at short. Made it just about as close as he can with a left-handed hitter. Plus runner down the line, a little bit of an excuse me swing, but, it looks like there's no pictures in the scorebook, so it looks like a line drive to center field there, but Artillery will definitely take it with their second hit of the ballgame.
And that was Bubba Coleman at shortstop that made that really athletic play, just didn't quite get there in time. Now runners on the corners here for Artillery with 2 outs. There's another pitch from Hayworth, just a little bit low and inside. Gets a 1-0 count to start for Aaron Pennington, the second baseman for Artillery. Hayworth delivering the next pitch, and it comes in just a little bit outside once again on the opposite side. Makes it a 2-0 count.
Artillery showing a little life here with 2 outs, obviously with the double, then the infield hit, put a ball in the gap here, and they're right back in this ballgame.
That one right on the inside of the plate, gets the first strike of the at-bat, makes it 2-1 to Pennington. Pennington, the only college commit on the Artillery side, a Morehead State commit, the number 6 outfielder in Kentucky, the number 28th overall in Kentucky. Sends that one 94.7 off the bat to left field. That ball is out of here, a 2-run home run for Artillery, and all of a sudden they are back in the game off the bat of Aaron Pennington, bringing them around. Was that a 3-run home run for Aaron Pennington of Artillery, and all of a sudden we've got a ball game here in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, I was just talking about hitting a ball in the gap and making it 4-2. He said, hey, we'll raise you one. We'll just hit it over the left field fence and make it 4-3. So.
Yeah, Artillery, just like that, are competing here in the bottom of the second. That's perfect 2-out hitting. You can't ask for better from your Morehead State commit in Aaron Pennington. I was about to bring up the fact that he's got a 6'8", 660. Well, we didn't really need that one on display after that big one. Next pitch comes in for Hayworth after the 3-run home run. Gets a strike right there to Nealon Holsey, catcher out of Georgia. Nealon, a guy we've seen a number of times this year and years prior. Hayworth working a 1-1 count now with 2 outs, just looking to get out of this from Artillery. That one comes in low and outside, makes it a 2-1 count to Nealon Holsey. Delivers, and Holsey sends that one foul on the ground. 84 miles per hour out of Hayworth, so the velocity not slowing down, but certainly a different approach now when you're on the mound with only a 1-run lead here in the bottom of the second.
Absolutely, and I think if you're Artillery, kind of in the bottom half of the order here, if you can get your 7 or 8 hole guy to hit a 3-run bomb, you take that just about any day of the week, and he got every stitch of it, didn't miss that one as he hit it out to left.
Yeah, 94.7 off the bat, and when I saw that one elevated, I had a feeling it was going to either get out of here or hit that wall pretty hard. Now the full count for Nealon Holsey. Delivers, and Holsey sends that one to left field. Might drop, might go foul. Looks like it went foul there for Holsey, so he stays alive, keeps that 3-2 count, and now Hayworth looking to get out of this inning because this is not exactly what was planned.
He was just kind of cruising along, gives up the 2-out double and an infield hit. Then all of a sudden, as they tend to say, a bloop and a blast, and left a fastball over the middle of the plate, and all of a sudden you look up 3 hitters later, and it's 4-3. And you were through an inning and 2/3, just kind of cruising with a 4-0 lead.
And he gives the free pass to Nealon Holsey, and just the troubles will not end right now for Camden Hayworth on the mound. Looks like East Cobb's coach going to come out and give him a little bit of a talking to here, try and settle him down a little bit after the big fly. Still got 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. East Cobb Astros still up 4-3, but looks like Artillery is creeping back in quickly, trying to contend for this game. Artillery bringing, I believe, Logan Powell, their extra hitter, up to the plate.
We'll have a courtesy runner at first for the catcher, Halsey.
Logan Powell out of Maryland, 5'11", 190, the number 5 catcher in Maryland. Reached a top exit velocity of 94.7 at his most recent showcase. Comes the pitch, just a little bit low on the breaking ball for Camden Hayworth. Starts off 1-0 to Logan Powell. Hayworth comes sets for the 1-0 pitch, delivers, and that one's put on the ground to the third baseman. Play to first. He gets back onto the plate and gets the third out of the inning, but not without a 3-run home run from Aaron Pennington to bring Artillery back into this game. We'll be back for the third inning right after this.
The Windscreen Factory, more than just windscreen. We're a full-service sports facility contractor. We manufacture windscreen for sports and construction, do fence repair and installation, and fabricate field netting and batting cages. In addition to manufacturing the products, we also install upon request. We make safety padding for backstops, rails, and walls, as well as full-service print shop with logo, branding, and signage capabilities. Please call us for a quote today.
Welcome back here at Lake Point Sports to the top of the third inning. East Cobb Astros up 4-3. Artillery creeping back into this one after a 3-run shot by Aaron Pennington last inning. Trying to get something done. We got a pitching change up on the mound. Don't have a name just yet for that new pitcher. But once we've got it, we will let you know. What I can say, he's a left-handed pitcher right now in the warm-ups, sitting somewhere in the 80s, bringing a breaking ball as well in the mid-70s. And everybody brings it in to start off the inning. Looks like East Cobb about to turn things back around to the. Actually, we're going to end off the inning here, I believe, with Aiden Lockett. Nope, that's Colton Sweat, the leadoff hitter, coming up to the plate, trying to get things started once again for East Cobb Astros. Hopefully, widen that margin once more.
It's Christian Lee on the mound here for Artillery. Lee delivers. That one gets fouled off here by Colton Sweat. Makes it an 0-1 count to start off his day. Lee delivers the 0-1 pitch, just a little bit inside. Makes it 1-1. What are you trying to see here from East Cobb in this inning on the offensive side? Just kind of keep doing what they've been doing. You know, just add on to the lead. You know, keep scoring. If you score in every inning, most ball games, you're going to have a pretty good shot to win. So, you know, just keep doing what they've been doing on the offensive side. I know the last inning in the bottom half kind of escalated pretty quickly on them. But, I mean, from an offensive side, I don't think really they need to change a whole lot.
And they send that one hard hit, 92.6, straight to the center fielder for Artillery. That's Gannon Padgett that reels that one in for the first out of the inning here in the top of the third. So a well-hit ball, just didn't quite get anything out of it yet. Bubba Coleman comes to the plate, the shortstop, number 20, looking to continue his work here and potentially get things rolling once again for East Cobb. Got a little bit of a delay. Looks like our umpire was delivered some fresh baseballs.
Interesting kind of starting position here from Lee on the mound. You know, most guys start with the ball in their glove, or he kind of just stands there with glove down, ball down, and then comes together when he gets started. It seems to be working so far.
It seems to work. He fires in a fastball on the far side of the zone, 83.9, gets the strike looking there on Bubba Coleman, delivering the second pitch of the at-bat. Another strike, this time a swing and a miss, a foul ball, I believe, off the mask of Nealon Holsey behind the plate. I don't know if you guys noticed this, and I hate to call him out, but he did try to spit straight down his catcher's gear at the beginning of this inning, and I happened to have noticed that. But we won't clip that out, Nealon. And that's a strikeout right there for Christian Lee, and he has quickly got 2 outs here in the top of the third.
I mean, for Lee, just as an ideal start of the inning, a 2-pitch at bat to start, and then, just 3 straight heaters. Here you go, see if you can put it in play, and gets the punch out. So, really impressive stuff we've seen here in his first inning of relief. Just coming in and pounding the strike zone on, 82 to 85.
I'm starting to think that this stance on the mound is an intimidation.
It is. It's not. You don't see it. Most guys either start with the hands together or here, and he's just kind of like, all right, here we go.
He's loose, relaxed, and it seems to be working thus far. Vernon Woodard at the plate now. Looks like we've got, what is it, a 1-1 count? We don't have a update just yet on the scoreboard.
A 2-0, I think. First pitch missed, and that one missed as well.
2-0 count to Woodard. Woodard sends that one hard hit, 87.8 off the bat, into the gap. That one's going to hit off the right fielder's glove and come in, and Woodard walks in to second base with a 2-out double into the gap for East Cobb Astros, looking to maybe spark some 2-out rally magic that we saw from Artillery in the last one.
It's 2-0 count there. Got a fastball, kind of middle in, was able to jump all over it and hit it in the right center field gap out near the Audie Marietta sign and get in with a 2-out double, see if East Cobb can't, kind of make a carbon print of what Artillery was able to do with 2 outs there in the last inning.
And this is certainly the hitter that you would like to see come up, a guy with super strong exit velo numbers, got great hand speed, just a absolute tool shed in Martin Scheller. Coming to the plate with 2 outs now and the runner on second, looking to make something happen. Fouls off the first one, an 83.7 mile per hour fastball delivered in by Lee.
We've only seen one breaking ball here from Lee. Maybe he'll go to it here in this 0-1 count, maybe get Sheeler a little bit out front.
And Woodard is in a relatively good position. As soon as he gets contact, he will be probably rounding third. The ball outside by Lee makes it a 1-1 count for Scheller.
See Lee still trying to kind of find the release point there on that breaking ball. The first one he threw to Woodard, the left-handed hitter, was in the right-hand batter's box, and that one he just kind of left it out there a little bit. Just didn't quite finish it enough, kind of left it in the left-hand batter's box. So he's looking for the median between those two, try to, get it in the middle of the plate. Just kind of looking for the feel on that pitch.
Yeah, and it's really tough to know that all of your pitches will be on in the same day. Even guys, as you get into the MLB as well, there's guys you'll see a day where it's like, oh, the curveball is just not on, and they just kind of take it out of the rotation and work with what's working. And that's what you kind of need to see here out of Lee. The fastball seems to be working. Obviously, it's given up some contact, but certainly putting it in the zone.
You hear big league guys, big league pitchers talk about all the time. You got 30 starts in a year. You're going to have, 6 where it's like, oh, this I got my best stuff. You're going to have, the other 10 to 15 of like, okay, like we can figure it out. And then you're going to have, 5 to 10 starts. It's like, oh God, let's just hope something works.
And Woodard, lucky they did not throw down a third. He fully slid right past the base, but he gets in unscathed. Now a runner on third base for Scheller with 2 outs and a 2-1 count. That one comes inside on Scheller, makes it 3-1. take his pick here. Most likely going to get the red light here with 2 outs.
Three-one count here, probably sitting dead red on a fastball.
And there it is. Fastball outside of the zone, and Scheller gets the free pass. Runners on the corners now for East Cobb, and this is looking very reminiscent of last inning for Artillery. We had runners on the corners after a free pass with 2 outs, and now a right-handed hitter comes to the plate, this time in the form of Campbell, looking to maybe repeat the magic of Aaron Pennington from Artillery's side. And Scheller runs, and they fake the throw down. They get a pickle for Vernon Woodard at the home, and he gets out of the baseline. That's the 3rd out of the inning, and Artillery gets out of it unscathed. East Cobb still holding a 4-3 lead here at Lake Point Sports. We'll be back right after this.
Next. Next. Stop.
You got it?
No. Keep going.
Again.
Next. Next.
If you don't pick one,
Oh, you have time. Am I keeping you from your job? Next. I don't even know where I am anymore. Stop.
Do we finally have it?
Let's go back to the beginning.
Are you
Your
joking?
electric future customized. The fully electric Audi Q4 e-tron.
Making every second count. That is how I live. And this is how I hydrate. Body Armor Sport Water. Water for the athlete and all of us.
This is ready to go online. Any questions?
Yeah, I got one. How about the best network imaginable? Let's invent that.
That's what we do here.
Quick survey. Who wants their internet to work pretty much everywhere? And it needs to run smooth, like super smooth.
Hey, should you be drinking that?
It's decaf. Because we're busy women.
We don't have time for lag or buffering. Who doesn't want internet that helps AI do your homework even faster?
Come again?
Sorry, what was that?
Introducing the next generation 10G network, only from Xfinity. The future starts now.
Welcome back here to Lake Point Sports. Heading into the bottom of the 3rd, Artillery down 4-3. Camden Hayworth still working for East Cobb after giving up 3 runs in the bottom of the 2nd. He stays out on the mound here with Gannon Paget coming back up to the plate, your center fielder. With Artillery, I think it's just, maybe you're not hoping for another 3-run home run, but just hoping to get things going before you get to 2 outs this time.
Absolutely. If you're Hayworth, you're looking to continue doing what you're doing, except for like a 3-hitter stretch there. Things kind of got away from him. A little bit unlucky with the, check swing single, followed up by that double down the 3rd baseline, and then, you make one mistake, and all of a sudden you've given up 3 runs in a blink of an eye. So he's just kind of looking to keep doing what he's been doing and, keep pounding the strike zone and let his defense work, and hopefully, be able to keep inducing some soft contact and maybe, get through this inning, maybe get another for East Cobb.
Yeah, and on that last pitch, incorporating the breaking ball, creating a foul tip there. Makes it 1-2. See what he brings here. Hard hit ball on the ground, 89 off the bat, over to Bubba Coleman. And sure hands gets the out at first. And East Cobb quickly records their first out of the inning. And that's what you want to see here from Camden Hayworth. Like you said, just kind of keep doing what you're doing, pounding the zone. That right there, he threw a competitive fastball, forced him to make a play, and the infield backed him up.
Absolutely. I mean, kind of going back, baseball sometimes you just get unlucky. I think the infield single, I think he made a good pitch, and, tough luck that it was hit just soft enough where Coleman couldn't make the throw across the infield. So, I think there, it was a hard hit ball, just happened to be right at him. So sometimes, things work out and even out in the long run. So, oh goodness.
That was a close one at the ankles of Jonathan Carrasco. Makes it 1-1 for Camden Hayworth here in the bottom of the 3rd with 1 out. See what he brings here. Just got to settle it down in this at-bat. There we go. Kind of lowering the velo there, bringing it down to 82.8, but hitting the zone, making it a 1-2 count here for himself. Looking to get his second out of the inning. Here comes the pitch. Just a little bit outside the zone on the breaking ball. Comes in at 74.8, but makes it a 2-2 count here to Jonathan Carrasco, second batter in the lineup here for Artillery. See what Hayworth offers here. Fastball that's fouled off by Carrasco. Keeps himself alive here, still 1-2 count.
Kind of see the velo drop down to a couple miles an hour, obviously. With the fall season just kind of kicking off a few weeks ago, might getting a little bit longer into this outing might play a little factor in it. It seems to not be hurting him here as he's kind of spotting up a little bit better this inning and still reducing some weak contact.
Yeah, and a lot of these guys probably did. Oh, there we go. Swing and a miss. Drop third strike. Gets the out at first. Now we've got 2 down for East Cobb. Hayworth starting to cruise a little bit better here in the bottom of the third. Already got 2 outs now. But what we were saying, these guys take a kind of a month hiatus. Obviously, they're still practicing. Some of them are still playing tournaments out there. But we take a month off here, and then you come back, and maybe you're not in the exact same shape you were all summer, and you're probably a little bit tired as well, going out every single weekend and putting out your best stuff for everybody to see. Now you got to come back, do it again. So Hayworth just kind of got to settle in here, making it a 1-1 count now with 2 outs.
Absolutely, and it's, there's a lot of difference. A lot of these guys continue to work out through the off months, August, and then obviously the winter time. But there's a difference between pitching in a bullpen and when there's a guy standing in the box. You know what I mean? It's competitive pitches like, oh, if I throw this down the middle, it might hit me back. So there's a little bit more to think about. And wears guys down a little bit more.
That's a fantastic pitch. Gets him looking on the inside of the zone. Gets his strikeout in the third out of the inning for Camden Hayworth. East Cobb hold on to the lead 4-3. We'll catch you back for the 4th inning right after this.
Just burgers? It's just boring. Get your sausage on and keep it juicy.
Boogie woogie jam slam, bust the dialect. I'm the man in command. Come flow with the sounds of the mighty.
Lake Point Sports is partnering with Johnsonville to highlight positive actions, good sportsmanship, and selfless acts associated with all the various youth sports we love. Any and everyone is encouraged to share these moments, so whether you're the one who spotted the activity, the one performing the act, or the recipient of the good deed, there's something in it for everyone. And Johnsonville might just reward you for your behavior and your participation. So use the QR code for more information on how to make a submission, or head over to lakepointsports.com or our social channels to access the submission form. And just to give you an example of what we're looking for, here's East Cobb Astros Connor Adams and TG D-backs Tristan Blaylock in a moment that underscores that you should always respect your opponent. We come back to you from the Audi Marietta Fields here at Lake Point Sports. A competitive pitch sent in by Christian Lee to start off the inning. Gets a foul tip, but East Cobb still holding on to their 4-3 lead and looking to add on to it here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. We've seen a scoreless 3rd inning. Now looking to get something rolling here for East Cobb Astros. What are we looking for now from East Cobb Astros? Obviously, last inning you were hoping to widen the lead that you just lost. This time around, what's the approach here at the plate? Sends that one on the ground softly to second base and gets the out there at first.
East Cobb there, you look up, you have a 93-mile-an-hour line out to center. Then you get first and third with 2 outs and just get a little bit too aggressive. We obviously saw in the first 2 innings. How aggressive they were on the base pass, kind of giving up some outs to score some runs, and really good play by Neelan Holsey behind the plate. Just kind of hit him with the old pump fake there, and caught the runner at third being a little bit too aggressive. So, offensively, I think they did a lot of really good things in the last inning. Just, some base running blunders kind of cost them a chance to score a run with 2 outs. So I know we talked about it in the top half of the third, but just kind of keep doing what you're doing, hitting the ball hard, and usually good things will pay off.
Yeah, and the same thing goes for lefty Christian Lee on the mound. Just keep doing what you're doing. Your last inning, you held him scoreless, which is something that didn't happen in the first 2 innings. So now coming into the 4th inning, and I'll correct myself, I started off the inning saying bottom of the 4th, now into the top of the 4th. And Christian Lee just trying to get things going. Already got an out here on some hard contact on the ground. It was 90 off the bat, but the infield makes the play for him, sends in the pitch on the 1-2 count, and catches him looking. Strike 3 for Christian Lee. Sits him down for 2 outs now in the top of the 4th, and he keeps rolling in his relief appearance.
We kind of saw in the top half of the third there in his first inning, Lee struggled a little bit with the breaking ball, kind of missed one really bad to the glove side and missed one really bad to the arm side. And then I think we were talking about finding the median, and there it was. And a really good breaking ball with some good shape there. Was able to freeze him with 2 strikes as he split the middle of the plate with a good breaking ball there.
And he deals a fastball to his next batter, makes it a 1-0 count. There's another fastball, gets fouled off straight back. East Cobb just trying to get things rolling here and jump on what looked like was going to be a strong offensive showing in the first 2 innings and has significantly slowed down to this point. So ball outside makes it 2-1.
I think Lee coming in here out of the bullpen, it's been 82 to 85. Not really overpowering guys, but it's really located well, pounded the strike zone, let his defense work behind him, and if he's able to start, mixing in that breaking ball for strikes, it's going to be a really good combo with a little bit of arm side run there from the left side, and being able to take 10 to 12 miles an hour off of it with a breaking ball kind of messes with guys' timing a little bit. So if he's able to stay in the strike zone and keep doing what he's done for the first 2 hitters of this inning, he's in a good spot.
And there's the breaking ball, looked fantastic, got fouled off to keep himself alive, but a strong pitch right there from Christian Lee.
Absolutely. Really good job at the plate there with 2 strikes. Obviously, nobody wants to swing at a back foot slider, but, there's a reason that pitch works in the big leagues, in college, in high school, and every age across that you play baseball. But, if you're going to swing, be able to foul that off, so get a really good piece of 2-strike hitting.
And there's a competitive fastball, gets popped up. The second baseman way back there, but the right fielder reels it in, and there's another quick defensive inning by Artillery. They get out of the top of the 4th, scoreless. We'll catch you back right here for the bottom of the half of the inning here at Lake Point Sports.
First one I picked up, I just liked it the best. And like I said, I tried a lot of different companies, a lot of different models, and I fell in love with Old Hickory for sure.
Back, me, Grayson Rosen, joined by Avery Hunt here for the bottom of the 4th inning here. East Cobb Astros up 4-3 over Artillery. Inning about to get started here. Looks like East Cobb keeping Camden Hayworth rolling up here on the mound for his 4th inning of work. Hayworth only giving up those 3 runs on 1 swing of the bat there on the 3-run home the 3-run home run rather for Aaron Pennington of Artillery. And otherwise, he struck out 5, only walked 1, which was one of the runs that scored, only giving up 3 hits. So not a bad day for Hayworth if you're looking outside of the 3 runs scoring on the big fly. Now Thomas Cook sets in, the first baseman here. We noted his white jersey that does not match his teammates, but looking to work together here and get something started. Softly on the ground there, foul for Thomas Cook.
Kind of seen Hayworth and Lee. Lee obviously coming in relief, kind of using the same game plan. Steady diet of fastballs from 82 to 85, maybe up to 86. Just kind of mixing pitches, pounding the strike zone. And if you're Hayworth, I don't think you're disappointed by it at all. You had 3 hitters that kind of got weird for you there, but besides that, it's been a really good outing.
And what a play, a diving catch in center field for East Cobb Astros, and they saved themselves from a potential extra base hit from Thomas Cook. And Camden Hayworth certainly happy with his defense there.
Absolutely. Really kind of the second really good sliding play we've seen from East Cobb here so far in this ball game. And, you know, as a pitcher, anytime you can have your defense help you out, especially to start an inning, you're pretty happy camper there on the mound.
Certainly, Camden Hayworth riding off the momentum, gets a swing and a miss on the first pitch of the next at-bat here, facing Alex Gannon, who started off the game but retains his role as the designated hitter in the lineup. That one just a little bit off the plate there, makes it a 1-1 count. Hayworth just once again rolling through the lineup here. Brings an off speed, looked like maybe a changeup from the lefty. 75, but misses the zone. Makes it a 2-1 count here to Alex Gannon. Alex Gannon, we mentioned the interesting parts of it. He goes to school in Delaware, ranked in Maryland, but up on the mound did not look too bad. Just kind of the control wasn't exactly there, but this is a guy who even on the offensive side can show some things off. He puts one in play. He's got a 6'9", 660 to show off on the base path. So now in a 2-2 count, we'll see what he can create here with one out for Artillery. That one comes in maybe a little high, a little off the plate. Couldn't quite tell, but it was a ball. Makes it a full count here for Gannon. See what Hayworth has to offer here. And a ball just off the plate. A close one for Hayworth, but he allows the free pass to Alex Gannon, which leads way to Cannon Dunn, the left fielder for Artillery. Very competitive at bat right there by Camden Hayworth, putting it all around the zone, just not quite finding the spot.
Absolutely. Just missed on the last two pitches there. You know, really good at bat with 2 strikes, kind of knowing the strike zone, not expanding, able to get on base, and, you know, maybe see if we can, you know, get something sparked here with one out.
There's a swing and a miss. Camera switched. Maybe they thought that Alex Gannon was going to break for second base, but now a 0-1 count for Cannon Dunn here at the plate.
That's a left-handed pitcher. Kind of that change-up away, down and away is always a good pitch to right-handed hitters. As you've kind of seen him, you know, kind of come out of the same tunnel as his fastball does, kind of getting some swing and missing, some early swings here from the Artillery guys.
Yeah, and you saw a great 2-pitch sequence there. You talked about setting up with the changeup on the first pitch, then throws the same location, but with the fastball. This time the bottom doesn't fall out of it and generates a swing. So I really like that 2-pitch sequence there from Hayworth. Let's see what he can do for the remainder of this at-bat. Hayworth comes set, the 0-2 pitch, and deals just a little bit outside, but going for that same approach we just talked about with the changeup. Doesn't make him bite here just yet. So Cannon Dunn now facing a 1-2 count at the plate. Delivers and swing and a miss. Cannon Dunn goes down on strikes. And Camden Hayworth records his 6th strikeout in 3.2 innings of work.
It's been really impressive. I mean, we've talked about it at length. I mean, a little bit unlucky, and, you know, one hard hit ball that just got out over the left field fence. Besides that, I mean, he's been, you know, kind of cruising throughout this start, minus, you know, the 3 hitters that, you know, back to back to back with the double, the infield single, and the homer. But, you know, besides that 3-hitter stretch, I mean, he's kind of been in cruise control here, just pounding the strike zone, you know, mixing speeds with the changeup, the fastball, and the breaking ball.
Now lefty Isaac Valencia sends that one out to left field. He dives and reels it in. The 3rd diving play by East Cobb Astros to generate an out, and they get out of this one as well. Out of the bottom of the 4th, unscathed is East Cobb Astros, and we'll catch you back here as they take the plate in the next inning.
At Academy Sports and Outdoors, you'll always find more fun with great brands at the best prices. More of this, and this. So you can get together for a little of that, and a lot more of that. And even some of that, and that's good. Have more fun with great brands at the best prices. Only at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Welcome back here to the Audi Marietta Fields as we start off the 5th inning. East Cobb Astros holding on to their 4-3 lead. Now coming to the plate is those aforementioned East Cobb Astros just looking to get more runs on the board. Now a 2-inning drought from scoring as we come into the top of the 5th. And East Cobb Astros just looking to try and give themselves some insurance in the later portions of this game now.
Absolutely. Saw the defense kind of helping Hayward out a little bit on the mound there. You had a diving play to start the inning, and then, you know, a real do-or-die ball there in the left as he was able to lay out and make that catch. And we were talking about it during commercial, just how, you know, if that ball gets by, it's definitely 4-4. It might be 5-4, as it was just kind of, you know, that ball is hit further enough down the left field line. If he misses that, it's a long run for the center fielder to track it down and have him backed up there. So it might have been a triple, maybe even inside the Parker.
Yeah, his best bet was if he missed that ball that it goes out of play, out the back of the field over there and left behind the bullpen. But, yeah, definitely takes some guts to make a diving play towards third base as well, coming in from left field, and it gets them out of the inning unscathed. But definitely a big momentum shifter for East Cobb. Let's see if they can ride off of that momentum on the offensive side here. 2-2 the count now. Christian Lee delivers and fouls it back for East Cobb.
Seeing Lee kind of find that release point for that breaking ball here in the last 2 innings, as he's able to kind of mix it in, kind of keep hitters off balance, and it's a really good pitch there as he got the foul ball straight back.
And I believe at the plate is Charlie Delp, the West Forsyth first baseman and outfielder. That one just outside on a full count and gets the free pass. So Delp will be on first base. Leads way for McLean here to come up and potentially get things going, something that has not happened since Christian Lee entered this game back in the 3rd.
Absolutely. Kind of talking about East Cobb adding on, getting a little bit of insurance. That's really an ideal start to the inning. Get that leadoff guy on. Maybe see if you can bring him manufacture a run here.
Yeah, it's not exactly about hitting for power now. We talked about earlier, they've had a number of flyouts in the 85-plus range. We had like a 92-mile-per-hour flyout for East Cobb, and nothing to show for it. Now, just try and move around those bases one step at a time and potentially get a run in. It's a great pitch right there from Christian Lee. Takes the speed off of it just a little bit. 79 comes in, gets the swing and miss, sets up a 1-1 count to McLean. Lee comes set for the next one. 3rd pitch of the at-bat. Comes in just a little bit low and inside. Makes it a 2-1 count for McLean. And if you're East Cobb Astros here, you're just, you know, hoping that you can get on base. It's not really about moving runners in big fashion. Yeah, a 2-run shot would be great, but just move them around. Fouls that one back. Probably headed straight for the roof of the scout tower. And makes it 2-2 here for McLean.
Absolutely, especially now with 2 strikes. Just looking to shorten something up, put it in play, stay out of a double play ball, and, you know, at worst case, get that runner into scoring position with only 1 out.
McLean gets ready for the delivery. They're running a perfect hit and run down the left field line into the corner. Looks like Delp is going to score. And McLean rolls into second base. An RBI double, exactly what the doctor ordered. Makes it a 2-run game now, 5-3 for East Cobb Astros here. No outs in the top of the 5th.
Absolutely great piece of two-strike hitting there. Got a fastball up in the zone, was able to jump all over that one and pull it down the left field line for an RBI double. Like you said, I mean, Delp was running, and he just never had to stop as that ball was laced down the left field line, and he was able to score easily. And now if you're East Cobb, it's kind of the same thing. You know, just trying to looking to hit something hard, runner in score position, nobody out. So just kind of looking to add on here.
An outstanding 95 miles per hour off the bat of McLean right there. Christian Lee settling back in, gets the swing and miss on Cruz Baker, who steps into the box.
Baker definitely did not get cheated there on the first pitch of the at-bat. Tried to hit that one just about as hard as he could and just missed it. So see if he can't get a hold of something here later in this at-bat.
See if Christian Lee can kind of pull things together. Cruz Baker calls time. Has to reset here up on the mound for Lee. See what he can do here as we keep rolling. Avery Hunt, a popular figure as everybody walks by the studio.
It's a good thing and a bad thing sometimes.
Cruz Baker soars this one out to right field. Will we see a tag up? No, he fakes it. Ooh, the throw back to short was a daunting one, but luckily smart enough to just stay on the base there was Charlie McLean. Okay, now Lee operating with an out while he is up there on the mound, looking to maybe get out of this one without any further damages. We've seen Lee just kind of settle in, but certainly the first time we've seen him under some pressure. Now Aiden Lockett comes to the plate for East Cobb Astros, looking to continue this strong inning. There's a swing and a miss generated by Lee, fastball in the outer half. Lee's still throwing competitive pitches, hasn't really veered away from the game plan. It just seems like East Cobb's maybe switched up their approach here at the plate.
And I think with the double there, I mean, Lee's kind of been, you know, really locating pitches well, and I think that fastball probably got a little bit more of the plate than he wanted it to and was a little bit up in the zone and, you know, just happened to get, you know, hit into the left field corner. So I think if you ask him, you know, in a 2-strike count, if that fastball got too much of the plate and was a little elevated, I think he would agree with that point. But I still think, you know, so far out of the bullpen, he's really done a good job of keeping artillery in this ball game and, you know, throwing strikes and keeping the lead where it was to give his offense a chance to stay in it. And, you know, he's got a, you know, I think if you ask a three inning relief outing with only 1 run scored against this lineup, I think just about anybody's pretty thrilled with that idea.
Certainly, and Lee kind of in a similar position as we've talked about with Camden Hayworth on the other side. He's looked great, hasn't veered away from the game plan. There's a low pitch. East Cobb advanced their runner to third. But what we were talking about with how Camden Hayworth, you know, an unlucky, you know, series of events there. Quickly, 3 straight batters reach base, and the third one being a 3-run home run. Lee kind of dealing with the same thing. He unfortunately had a batter reach base and then gives up some unfortunate contact for the double, but gets that one swinging. Sits down Aiden Lockett for another strikeout for Lee. Give himself 2 outs now as they turn around to the top of the order. Colton Sweat coming to the plate for East Cobb Astros.
We've talked about it a few times. Just, you know, East Cobb here has been just about as aggressive as you can be on the base pass. You know, swiping bags, you know, scoring a few runs just through, you know, giving up outs to score. And obviously got them one time, but it's, you know, these guys are getting out there, they're ready to run. Obviously a super athletic team with guys with a lot of speed from top to bottom.
Yeah, and they're just kind of doing everything they can on the offensive side to get into the heads of the players in artillery. Obviously, we haven't seen them make any big mistakes really on either side. Obviously, we saw maybe some offensive blunders here from both sides on some minute issues, but nothing too excessive, and East Cobb just trying their hardest to maybe throw artillery off their game as they lead now 2 runs in the top of the 5th. And there's a hard hit ball by Colton Sweat, but well foul, 90.7 off the bat. That one certainly had the launch angle you might be looking for a no-doubt home run, but maybe went over the fence on field 9 over there. Now the 2-1 pitch for Christian Lee. That one definitely got some launch angle, sent way up in the air, 90 off the bat. We haven't seen anything happen, but it got reeled in by either left field or center field. I can't quite tell who pulled that one in. They were standing right next to each other. Nonetheless, Artillery does get out of it, but not unscathed. They give up 1 run on a big double, and East Cobb Astros retain their lead, making it 5-3. We'll catch you back here for the bottom of the 5th inning.
Next. Next. Stop.
You got it?
No. Keep going.
Again.
Next. Next.
If you don't pick one.
Oh, you have time. Am I keeping you from your job? Next. I don't even know where I am anymore. Stop.
Do we finally have it?
Let's go back to the beginning.
Are you
Your
joking?
electric future customized. The fully electric Audi Q4 e-tron.
Making every second count. That is how I live. And this is how I hydrate. Body Armor Sport Water. Water for the athlete in all of us.
This is ready to go online. Any questions?
Yeah, I got one. How about the best network imaginable? Let's invent that.
That's what we do here.
Quick survey. Who wants their internet to work pretty much everywhere? And it needs to run smooth, like super smooth.
Hey, should you be drinking that?
It's decaf. Because we're busy women. We don't have time for lag or buffering.
Who doesn't want internet that helps AI do your homework even faster?
Come again?
Sorry, what was that?
Introducing the next generation 10G network, only from Xfinity. The future starts now.
After adding 1 on here for East Cobb, Camden Hayworth retains his spot on the mound. We're already underway here for the bottom of the 5th. East Cobb up 5-3. Artillery looking to get back what they once had, which was a 1-0 deficit, and maybe make up for a little bit more here, getting late into this game. But Camden Hayworth certainly dealing into the 5th inning of work for him. Generates a foul ball there to make it a 2-2 count, but up to this point through 4 innings, 6 strikeouts, only 2 hits, has given up 3 walks, and had that 3-run home run, and after that unfortunate series of events that we've alluded to a couple of times now by Aaron Pennington, who is at the plate right now, the second baseman, looking to fire on it once again. There's another foul ball there, keeps him alive. 2-2 count stays the same. Camden Hayworth looking to rewrite his wrongs with Aaron Pennington in this at-bat.
Got the change up there with 2 strikes. Was just a little bit out in front and kind of capped it towards the first base dugout.
Comes the 2-2 offering. Gets him looking on the outside of the plate, and now Camden Hayworth gets his get back against Aaron Pennington. Sitting him down, looking, now leading way for catcher Nealon Holsey over on the left-handed batter's box. Trying to just make something happen in the later stages of this game for Artillery. Hayworth now his 7th strikeout up to this point through 4.1 innings of work. That one comes in just a bit outside on Holsey. Makes it a 1-0 count to start. Holsey off the inside of the bat, pops that one up to left field, easily pulled in by East Cobb, and quickly 2 outs for the East Cobb Astros here in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, lefty there with a little bit of arm side run from Hayworth from the left side. Just kind of got in a little bit on the bat there versus Holsey as he weakly lifted that one to left. So just ran in a little bit more on him than he would have liked, but really good pitch there by Hayworth.
Yeah, now Hayworth starting off his next at bat with Logan Powell here. 1-0 after missing on the first pitch. He delivers the second pitch, and that one's put on the ground but rolls foul outside of third base. So Powell continues with a 1-1 count now. Looking forward to seeing what Camden Hayworth has to offer here now with 2 outs quickly in this bottom of the 5th. Umpire looking to retrieve some balls from our on-deck batter over there, and we will resume.
Interesting timing for that one. Middle of the
Yeah.
bat. Hey, man.
Maybe Logan Powell asked for a breather.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, he settles back in, and here comes the 1-0 delivery, and that one's popped straight up in the air. Catcher trying to get under it. He's out of frame. First base comes over and makes the play, and East Cobb Astros get out of the inning unscathed. Nobody even reaches base, and Camden Hayworth continues to cruise. We'll catch you guys back here for the top of the 6th right after this break.
So yeah, outrage is trending. Our feed's stirring us up, splitting us up. What if we came out from behind our walls and keyboards just for a sec and just go yard, front yard? Come out bagging, jumping, check on that Johnsonville feed. Let our individual flavors blend together. Yes, block nobody, block party. Keep it juicy.
Boogie woogie jam slam, bust the dialect, I'm the
Welcome back here at Lake Point Sports on the Audi Marietta Fields. We've got East Cobb up 5-3 over Artillery. East Cobb trying to continue their lead, maybe make it a little bit bigger here in the top of the 6th. We roll into our penultimate inning here, and Artillery continuing with Christian Lee up there on the bump as he finishes his warm-ups. We have a throw down to second base, gets shot up in the air, but Lee looking to continue his day, this time up against Bubba Coleman, I believe. I can't quite see his number just yet, but if it is number 20, it is Bubba Coleman. Taking a long time to get those batting gloves tightened just like he wants them. Now we settle in, and I still can't tell what number it is.
Yeah, it's Coleman because Sweat made the last
That's
out
right.
of last inning.
That
so.
is right. All right, Christian Lee sends in his first offering, misses the plate there. 1-0 count for Coleman. That one just off once again. Quick 2-0 start. Christian Lee kind of working quickly here. See what he's cooking up here against Bubba Coleman. Not even giving the umpire time to show the count. Gets Coleman kind of an awkward swing there. Just looked like a practice swing for Bubba Coleman. Now down, or now in the count 2-1. Christian Lee delivering that 2-1 pitch and comes in a little bit high. Coleman now 3-1. Probably going to get the red light here, but if he sees one he likes, he might be able to take it for a ride. And he does just that, but it rides foul. Makes it a full count, 3-2. Now you got to get defensive because Christian Lee is more than capable of pulling out the tricks here. Got a dragonfly flying in front of the camera in the outfield.
Somebody could politely ask him to slide over. That'd be great.
Lee delivers in the full count, and they say he swings. Coleman goes down swinging on 3-2. Christian Lee continues a great day on the bump in relief with the strikeout of Bubba Coleman, leading the way for Vernon Woodard, who had a couple big moments already in this game. Now looking to add on to it.
He doubled in his last at bat against Lee. See if he can't, oh goodness, do the same thing here.
Sends that one hard hit out to left field. It gets reeled in left field. Unfortunately now 2 for 3 for Woodard, trying to continue a day of dominance. But East Cobb retains their lead, now leading way for Martin Scheller, who hasn't quite gotten much going just yet. Did draw a walk in his last at bat, but looking to make something happen here with the stick. Lee delivers, and that one is in for a strike down there in the lower half of the strike zone. Let's see what Lee's got to offer now. We've definitely seen a down tick in the velo here from Lee, now deep into his appearance. That's a well hit ball into the corner by Martin Scheller. He's storming for second base, showing off some of that speed. He rolls in easily into second base. And like that, East Cobb Astros with 2 outs are back on the base paths. Scheller's double leads way for Campbell, looking to get things rolling here, maybe add another pitch. Looks like maybe Christian Lee's day is over. Got a fist bump, and yes, Christian Lee will be leaving the game after 3 fantastic innings. Lee finishes his day up on the mound in relief. 3.2 innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts as Artillery make a pitching change here in the top of the 6th with 2 outs. One of our GHSA umpires showing us a little bit of appreciation, walking by saying, "This is really cool."
Just punches the door on the way through,
Yep.
so we're good.
Yep.
If you heard that in the background, that's what that was.
I'll cut him some slack.
Yeah.
He gave us a compliment.
You can do whatever you want. Just
Yeah.
as long as you say something nice on your way.
Yeah. If you want to say something nice, you can stand outside the studio the whole way.
Yeah, you can hear. We'll just give you the mic and just
Yeah.
say what you need to say.
Yeah.
A guest.
We
guest
have a
appearance.
third headset. I don't know how far it will stretch. It will not reach the outside of the studio, that's for sure.
It's like Alex Moran will be pitching now for.
Yes, Alex Moran enters the game. Is that the name of the quarterback from Blue Mountain State? I don't know if you ever watched that show. I think it is.
I think that might be.
I think Alex Moran, which fantastic name. Out of Westlake High School in Ohio. I tried to look up that Westlake. There's like 50 of them in Ohio. I think there's a lot of schools west of a lake in Ohio, but he is an astonishing 6'5", 195 right-handed pitcher and outfielder. You can see him standing tall up there. Hair gives him probably another 2 inches, so certainly a menacing figure up on first base. Gets a swig of water before he continues his warm-up pitches. Coach still standing out there just chopping it up with the infield.
Just keeping the boys loose.
That one.
I feel like there's a lot of Westlake high schools
There
to
is.
begin with, just all over the place.
Harvard, Westlake. Obviously the Westlake that Alex Moran attends. I think there's a number of them.
Sure,
there's a Westlake in Texas.
Yeah, I'm sure there's definitely one in Westlake, Texas. I feel like that's
I think it's a popular one
Yeah,
too.
I think that's a. I thought that was the one that Stafford and Kershaw.
I
and
think you're right.
Scotty Scheffler went to, but it's not that one.
No.
No, they
What-
went to Highland Park.
That's right.
Yeah.
Let's see, Westlake, Texas. Westlake High School in Texas in Travis County.
Yeah, so that's just outside of. Oh, it's just in Austin. So
A lot of notable alumni. Big one, Drew Brees. As well as Nick Foles, another Super Bowl champion. Sam Ellinger, a former backup. Well, I think he's still a backup quarterback. If you're a Clemson fan, Cade Klubnik. I am not, so I'll not be talking any more about Cade Klubnik.
where's your College Football Alliance land?
Unfortunately, this year it's Florida State. Been a lifelong Seminole.
It was really good last year.
Yeah. Yep.
Being a Georgia grad, I am going to have to remind you of what happened in the bowl game.
And I will.
Hey, but you didn't have your guys. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I will.
It's fine.
Just agree that
it was not good.
It was not our day.
It's not good.
Another big player out of Westlake High School as we continue this game. Houston Street, former relief pitcher.
Touched all the Westlake High School guys. Now we're
There
good.
we go.
We're
And
good.
it was perfectly timed because now we're back into it here in the top of the 6th with 2 outs as Alex Moran takes the bump. His first offering just a little bit high, a little bit outside. First ball here for Alex Moran as he faces Campbell. Scheller's double caused the pitching change, brought out Christian Lee. Now Alex Moran in the 1-0 count delivers a strike there, makes it a 1-1 count with 2 outs.
If your Artillery, the outing that Christian Lee gave you, 1 run over 3 2/3 of relief, really kept this team in the ball game because obviously early on with down 4-0, things could have got out of hand pretty quickly. But was able to bring him in there in the 3rd inning, was really impressive, mixing speeds with the fastball and the breaking ball, and just really impressive stuff from him out of the bullpen. I think 3 2/3, only giving up the 1 run right there in the top of the 5th inning. So really impressive outing by him out of the pen.
Yeah, fantastic day for Christian Lee. Let's see if Alex Moran can help him out, get that last runner out. Martin Scheller storming for third base. Tag is in, and he is out running for third. We see the aggressiveness out of East Cobb again. This time it bites him back, and Artillery gets out of the inning, still down 5-3, heading for the bottom of the sixth. We'll catch you back right after this break.
The Windscreen Factory, more than just windscreen. We're a full-service sports facility contractor. We manufacture windscreen for sports and construction, do fence repair and installation, and fabricate field netting and batting cages. In addition to manufacturing the products, we also install upon request. We make safety padding for backstops, rails, and walls, as well as full-service print shop with logo, branding, and signage capabilities. Please call us for a quote today.
Welcome back to the Audi Marietta Fields here at Lake Point Sports. I'm Grayson Rosen, still joined here by Avery Hunt as we go into the bottom of the sixth. East Cobb Astros holding a 5-3 lead, and they make their first pitching change of the game. Camden Hayworth, his day ends, and he leads way for our next pitcher, who I do not have a name for just yet, but Hayworth finishes his day, 5 innings pitched with 7 strikeouts, only giving up that 1 3-run shot that was all 3 of his earned runs, give up 3 hits, 2 walks throughout his outing. But Camden Hayworth, undoubtedly a fantastic showing through those first 5 innings for East Cobb Astros, right now in line for the win. Let's see what we can get here out of East Cobb Astros going into the bottom of the sixth. Artillery looking to close the gap here, still down 2 runs as we go into their potentially second to last appearance here at the plate and just trying to make something happen. It certainly wasn't giving against Camden Hayworth. Let's see what happens now. Shows bunt, takes a ball though, pulls it back, and we now have a 1-0 count for our leadoff hitter, Gannon Paget. Looks like Blue telling somebody to get out of the way. Maybe he needs to get in the dugout. I can't quite tell, but umpire heading over to the East Cobb Astros dugout to tell somebody something.
Okay.
Looks like
we've figured out the unknown issue. Or at least he's back behind the plate. The issue might still be there.
Yes, the issue might still be going on. There's no telling. But what we do know is we are back in action. 1-0 count here to Gannon Paget. And strike right down the middle. Makes it 1-1.
So they kind of closed the book on Hayward for East Cobb. I mean, really impressive outing for him. 5 innings, three runs, all of them earned, but, punched out 6 over those 5 innings. So really impressive outing for him. We've talked about it a few times, but, minus that 3-hitter stretch there in the second inning, it was really impressive all around for him.
Yeah, he looked fantastic, and now let's just see what East Cobb can do out of the relief appearance. Okay, we've got the last name, I believe it's Matiga. Don't have a first name just yet on him, but he deals here at 1-2. That one skied out to right field and reeled in out in right field by the East Cobb Astros. They get their first out here of the inning, and the first out of this appearance for Joseph Matiga. Matiga, a 2026 out of American High School in Georgia. He is actually a bit on the older side of the class of 2026, already 17 years old and 7 months. So certainly has his little bit elder to all of Artillery and his teammates on East Cobb Astros. Continues to deal. 1-0 count here. Here's the offering. Comes in a little bit too inside, but just barely misses, hitting Jonathan Carrasco on the right arm and keeps this going. 2-0 count now for Carrasco at the plate. That one leaks inside again, looking like he's getting some arm side movement that maybe he wasn't exactly accounting for with his pitch placement.
And just run a little bit inside there on the righties. The catcher to kind of get him an outside target, wherever you want it. Give him 6 inches further out and see. Just kind of give him a different spot to aim at.
And there we go.
Just like that.
A low fastball at 85.6. Gets his first strike of the at-bat. Makes it 3-1. He's the number 4 catcher here in Georgia, but he's also a right-handed pitcher, as you can see. And he's dealing right now. Brings it back to a 3-2 count with 1 out here against Jonathan Carrasco, looking to get his first punch out of the game. Matiga has shown off here. He's been here. He was at the 15U National Championship back in 2022, the 16U National Championship this past summer, and now the Prep Baseball Cup. Looks like the highest number we've seen on his velo was back in 2022 at 83. So he has certainly grown in these last 2 years and gotten that velo up into the 85, 86 range.
Had to go to the dugout there for some rosin. So now that he's got that, maybe get a little sweat on the hand.
I know I am, and we're in a studio with the AC running, just not well enough. Saw Georgia scouting director Hudson Graham right there in the middle of the screen, right behind our hitter here, just trying to get a good view of Matiga, if I had to guess. Our hitter now, William Grayson, the third baseman, coming up, trying to maybe make things happen here for Artillery. Already 2 down in the inning. Makes that a 1-1 count on the 87.6 mile per hour offering from Joseph Matiga. Now the 1-1 pitch. Matiga comes set. Here's the offering. Gets a swing and a miss there. Makes it a 1-2 count with a runner on first, so I apologize, it's not 2 down, there's 1 down in the inning.
Really impressive stuff. Some arm side run, like you said, in the mid to upper 80s. Just kind of seen a breaking ball a few times here too, so always good to have a guy like this be able to come out of the bullpen.
Yep, there's got to be a reason why Hudson Graham is watching intently through his iPhone at Matiga's pitching. Time is called here by William Grayson. Both of them get to reset before coming back to this heated matchup. 1-2 count. See what happens. And hits that one hard and foul on the 88.2 mile per hour offering now from Matiga, topping his recent max out. So now we're going to be operating on the assumption that Matiga now has that in the arsenal to maybe throw some strikeout pitches. Here now, 1-2 count continues. Matiga getting ready to come set. Here's that 1-2 pitch, and throws a breaking ball, just barely misses the bottom of the zone there. And William Grayson stays alive, now a 2-2 count as Matiga continues to try and ward off the offensive attempts here of Artillery. Here's the pitch, and a swing and miss, and Matiga sits down William Grayson with a strikeout pitch right there. Fantastic pitching.
Yeah, really good, tight, hard breaking ball there with 2 strikes. He threw at the pitch before, just missed below the zone, but got that one a little bit higher up and forced a swing and a miss to get the second out of the inning.
And Thomas Cook now comes to the plate. He is the number 5 first baseman in Georgia out of Miller County High School, 6'2", 255, number 111 overall in that 2026 class in Georgia. Has a 1-0 count as it stands. Matiga coming to deliver now, and we'll see a fastball with that arm side run. Just, it looked like it got off the plate, but he gets caught looking there. 1-1 count now to Thomas Cook. And Matiga coming set, watching his runner over there at first, throws over to first. Don't exactly know. I'd have to work with the assumption that he was safe at first. Cook steps in once again, looking to get things rolling here for Artillery. Just hoping to see maybe some offensive fervor. The hit and run to perfection. His runner didn't know, but he still makes it to third base successfully. And now we have 2 outs. Oh, good backup there from the third baseman for East Cobb Astros. We have 2 outs now. Runners on the corners after a fantastically pulled off hit and run. Thomas Cook sends one in between first and second base and now stands on first while his teammate Jonathan Carrasco lands on third.
All of a sudden, Artillery has the go-ahead run at the plate here. So with the tying run at first and the go-ahead run at the plate. So see if we have a situation like we did back in the third inning. I mean, this might be a change the ball game altogether.
Yeah, and we bring to the plate Alex Gannon, who is certainly looking for some payback. He was the starting pitcher in this matchup. Unfortunately, gave up those 4 runs to start the game, was then relieved by Christian Lee, who settled it down, only gave up 1 over his 3.2 innings of work. But Alex Gannon looking to get his get back here now in a 2-1 count. Matiga getting ready to deliver the pitch here. I believe we're actually in a 1-1 count.
Yep.
That one gets the top corner of the zone, makes it a 1-2 count to Alex Gannon, looking to stay alive here in the bottom of the 6th for Artillery, and a fantastic opportunity, one of their best offensive shots since the home run. Picks off to first. He is safe at first base. Runner at third doesn't even think about home. And Gannon, once again, steps into the box. Looking at a 1-2 count here from Matiga. Runner goes at second. It's fouled off back by Alex Gannon. And he stays alive here, 1-2, with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. What pitch are we looking for right here?
I would go back to the hard slider down on the zone, but I mean, I also, as a pitcher, didn't have 88 in the back pocket, so what do I know?
I'm in the same boat, and he brings the heat to sit him down, 86.6. Strikeout swinging for Joseph Matiga. Shows up and shows out for East Cobb Astros, and Artillery still down 3-5 as we head into the top of the 7th. We'll catch you back right here in just a moment.
Grilling is an art. Don't forget to add sausage, Picasso. Keep it juicy.
Jump to the jam, boogie woogie jam slam, bust the dialect. I'm the man in command. Come, flow with the sounds of the mighty.
After some good work in relief from Joseph Matiga, he sets up his side to come up to the plate here in the top of the 7th. East Cobb Astros operating with a 2-run lead, looking to get some insurance before we wrap things up here at the Audi Marietta Fields. Grayson Rosen joined by Avery Hunt for our final inning here at Lake Point Sports for the Prep Baseball Cup. What are we looking from here now from East Cobb? We saw them kind of shorten up the approach earlier, and it got them a run. It was very rewarding. Are we looking for that again?
Absolutely. I mean, I think if you're East Cobb, just looking to add 1 or 2 runs on, it just kind of gives you some breathing room. Obviously, one runner gets on and, a guy hits a home run. It's a tie ball game, but they'll have to figure it out against a new pitcher. This is Thomas Bagby, left-handed pitcher for Artillery.
Thomas Bagby entering the game, and we will see what he has to offer. Still warming up there on the mound.
It's our 3rd left-handed pitcher of the ball game. So
yeah, something you don't see too often. Thomas Bagby out of Kentucky is out of Marshall County, 6 foot 175, the number 10 left-handed pitcher in Kentucky for the class of 2026, the 81st overall in that class for Kentucky. And yeah, like we mentioned, the left-handed pitcher tops out around 80s, mid 80s, and also shows off a curveball and changeup that we might get to see today. Got some decent spin rate on the fastball as well, looking just under 2,100 according to his Prep Baseball profile. Bagby getting set, talking to his catcher, Nealon Holsey, and we are about to be underway here in the top of the 7th. And looks like we've got, if I am correct, McLean back up to hit. Or is that Campbell? It's really tough when we don't have everybody's numbers.
Just number 0 for everybody on the roster,
Yeah.
so that makes it a little bit tougher.
Well, he fouls that one off and makes it a 0-1 count. An 0-2 count. See what Thomas Bagby has on 0-2, maybe some off speed. Brings the heat, and it gets sent out into the right field and camped under it. Makes the play is Isaac Valencia for Artillery, and they've already got one down here in the top of the 7th, trying to get those bats up for their final shot at a victory.
Really good start out of the bullpen there. Comes in 3 straight heaters in the strike zone, was able to get the soft fly out to right field.
And that was Campbell who flew out to right field, leading way for Alex Reyes at the plate. Now that ball just outside for Bagby. Makes it a 1-0 count to start with 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Artillery just looking to hang in here. Don't want to give up too much. Pitching probably conservatively, trying to go base to base. They get the strike here to make it a 1-1 count. Bagby looking to deliver his 3rd pitch of the at-bat. Gets a swing and a miss right there. Makes it 1-2 on the outside of the plate. And Bagby looking to continue the quick work here. The 1-2 offering to Alex Reyes. And it's just off the plate despite the framework of Nealon Holsey.
Yeah, I've seen Bagby kind of use the same form we've seen from both lefties. Steady diet of fastballs. When he goes off speed, it tends to be the outside changeup to the right-handed hitters. As that one got a little bit too much of the plate.
Yeah, that one floated in. Luckily, it seemed like Alex Reyes wasn't exactly anticipating the off-speed, sends that one straight back and continues to stay alive in this at-bat. 2-2 count for Bagby. See what he brings here now in the even count. A long wait for Bagby. He delivers a fastball. He spiked down into the turf. Makes it a full count here now for Alex Reyes, looking to keep his side alive in the top of the 7th. Artillery looking to shut them down at all costs. Bagby coming set in the windup. Delivers the pitch. Reyes sends that one high out to the outfield. 76 off the bat. It drops in over the shortstop's shoulder, and Reyes slides into second base. Some heads-up, aggressive base running like we've seen all day from East Cobb Astros, and it pays off, getting Alex Reyes into second base on a super, super tough play for Artillery that unfortunately drops over the shortstop's shoulder, and East Cobb is getting something going here now in the top of the 7th.
Yeah, Reyes got that a little bit off the end of the bat, kind of hit it out there into no man's land between the shortstop, the second baseman, and the center fielder. And, he kind of had an idea that it might drop and, never stopped running. Was able to get in there with a hustle double.
Yeah, good work right there. Heads up base running by Alex Reyes. Some work probably attributed to his first base coach as well. And East Cobb Astros now runner in scoring position with 1 out. Grant Gentry now to the plate. See what he can do here with 1 out against Thomas Bagby. Already a 1-0 count here. Bagby gets ready to deliver. Sends that pitch in, and it is scorched out into left field. Reyes is rounding third and gets the stop sign from Coach. And looks like we've got a double there for Grant Gentry.
Really good heads-up base running there by Gentry. Obviously, that ball's, hit hard, and, the outfielder comes up throwing, misses the cutoff man, and he's able to take the extra 90 feet and get 2 guys in scoring position here with 1 out.
Once again, the aggressiveness and just IQ on the base pass for East Cobb Astros continues to work out for him. See if Bagby can kind of get something going here. Now he's got the lefty-lefty matchup as he faces Charlie Delp of West Forsyth. And we'll see if Artillery can attempt to stop the bleeding here. You don't want to give up a run in this situation, but we'll see what they can do now. 1 out, probably looking at infield in, trying to stop any runs from coming across. Yeah, we see our shortstop there, Jonathan Carrasco, pretty much in the baseline of the runner there at second base, Grant Gentry. Bagby looking to deliver in a 2-0 count against Charlie Delp. Sends that one in just a little bit low. Brings it to a 3-0 count. Oh, or is that a walk? Sorry, that is a 4-0 count. So he will now be standing on first base. And just like that, East Cobb Astros with bases loaded here in the top of the 7th. We talked about how the offensive woes have occurred outside of that one inning where they got the run since that big start to the game. Now East Cobb Astros have a huge opportunity to score some runs, and who else but McLean, who we saw earlier hit that 95-mile-per-hour hit off the bat and got that RBI double back in the 5th inning.
I think we did. That was a 3-0 count, and I think Artillery was just like, okay, let's just go ahead and put him on here with the intentional walk to set up the force.
I gotcha. Now Coach from Artillery coming out to have a conversation with Bagby. Maybe just try and calm him down, see what they can do. Kind of a tough spot here for everybody on Artillery, being only 1 out and bases loaded. Just trying to stop any attempts at runs being scored by East Cobb. Don't want to get too far out of this one before your final hitting appearance. And Coach will return to his spot near the dugout, and Bagby will return to his spot up on the bump. Leads way for McLean to come up and potentially make something happen once again. We saw him capitalize in the 5th inning with a big hard hit ball out to left field. Now let's see what he's got to offer here with bases loaded and only 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Bagby pitching from the windup now with bases loaded, takes a step off to recollect. And here comes the offering from Bagby. Just misses. It's a 2-0 count now to McLean. McLean's 3rd time up to the plate. We already talked about his 1 RBI double. He also struck out in his first appearance that time. Fouls that one back. Makes it a 2-1 count now. Bagby just maybe looking for a double play ball here. Just throw some competitive pitches.
It's a big spot here in this game. Obviously, you know, if you're Artillery, you don't want any. Trying to keep the lead where it's at, and obviously East Cobb, a ball in the gap really blows this game open, and gives you a lot more breathing room going into the bottom half.
Yeah, now we see a 3-1 count, so the pressure is on for Bagby. McLean coming into that 3-1 count. At this point, even a walk right here might start to blow this thing open. 3 runs would be the deficit if we see a walk, and a swing and a miss. A fantastic pitch by Bagby. McLean now a full count with 1 out. This is what you want when you're thinking about baseball as a kid growing up. A 3-2 count late in the game. This is your spot to hit. Bagby delivers. Swing and a miss. A huge, huge moment for Thomas Bagby. Gets the strikeout to avoid allowing his first run of his appearance, and Artillery holds on to their 2-run deficit at the moment. Leads way for Cruz Baker at the plate for East Cobb Astros to potentially make something happen here, get some insurance runs with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Bagby offers. That's a strike in the upper half of the zone. Makes it a 0-1 count to Cruz Baker. Cruz Baker to this point, 1 for 2, though nothing else to show for it. That one catches the black right on the outside part of the plate. Gates the 0-2 count now. Bagby looking to pitch his way out of a miraculous spot. Here comes the 0-2 offering just outside. It's a ball, makes it a 1-2 count with 2 outs. Bagby looking to get out of quite the pinch he was in and maybe come out of this one unscathed. Give his offense one last chance at victory. Bagby with the offering. Cruz Baker sends that one high out to left center field. And it's a home run? No, ground rule double? A ground rule double for Cruz Baker. And that brings in 2 more runs. East Cobb now take a 4-run lead in the top of the 7th with 2 outs. And another example of clutch 2-out hitting in this game. Cruz Baker this time, sending that one hard hit, 90 miles an hour all the way to the warning track, and it finds its way bouncing over the fence, and East Cobb finds their way to a 4-run lead in the top of the 7th.
Really good piece of hitting there with 2 strikes. Was able to get a fastball, elevated a little bit, and was able to jump all over that and drive it out to left center for that ground rule double to drive in 2 more runs.
Now let's see if Bagby can stop the bleeding with 2 outs, now down 4 runs. Artillery not exactly out of it. We saw 1 swing be the difference already. See what he can set up for his offensive side here with 2 outs. Bagby steps off, gives him and catcher Nealon Holsey a second to recoup, and now back on the mound, ready for that 1-0 offering. Sends that one in, swing and a miss, makes it 1-1. This against Aiden Lockett in the batter's box for East Cobb Astros. Runners on second and third base, so your logical play would be get the out at first with 2 outs. Bagby offers the 1-1 pitch, and it's just outside, makes it 2-1, a hitter's count for Aiden Lockett. Unfortunate circumstances that Bagby entered in, trying to hold on to a 2-run lead, and then just a little bit of shaky control along with some strong approaches at the plate by East Cobb Astros, and unfortunate defensive woe for Artillery finds East Cobb Astros now with a 4-run lead here in the top of the 7th and looking to add more now in a 2-2 count for Aiden Lockett with 2 outs here against Thomas Bagby. The even count from the umpire, and Bagby waits in the wings, ready to pitch. That one a little bit too high. Now we got a full count, 3-2 for Aiden Lockett.
Yeah, breaking ball just didn't quite finish it just enough there and push it to a 3-2 count.
That one popped up, skied high over to Thomas Cook at first base, and he reels it in for the out. Artillery, they get out of it, but the bleeding does continue. It's now 7-3 East Cobb. Heading into our final half inning of action. We'll be right back to see if Artillery can mount the comeback.
The Windscreen Factory, more than just windscreen. We're a full-service sports facility contractor. We manufacture windscreen for sports and construction, do fence repair and installation, and fabricate field netting and batting cages. In addition to manufacturing the products, we also install upon request. We make safety padding for backstops, rails, and walls, as well as full-service print shop with logo, branding, and signage capabilities. Please call us for a quote today.
We are back here for the final half inning, the bottom of the 7th. Artillery unfortunately gives up 2 runs in the top of the 7th and now have to mount a 4-point comeback, or 4-run comeback rather. And up to the plate is the final batter in the order, Logan Powell. Here comes the offering from Joseph Matiga, who showed off some fantastic work in the bottom of the 6th. Now bottom of the 7th for Matiga, looking to do the same thing, off to a hot start. Gets the swing and the miss on the first offering, an 0-1 count now for Logan Powell. There's another one on the swing and a miss, and Matiga looking composed as ever with a 4-run lead in the bottom of the 7th. Matiga ready and waiting, and here comes the offering. And just gets his bat on it. Bubba Coleman at shortstop makes the play. A beautiful, beautiful showing of handwork by Bubba Coleman there at shortstop. Makes the play at first, and East Cobb inching towards victory here. Now 1 out in the bottom of the 7th.
A really good sequence there from Matiga on the mound. 2 fastballs, gets swinging and misses, goes back to that good breaking ball and gets the soft grounder to Coleman at shortstop, who was able to make a nifty play there to get the first out of the inning.
And now Matiga with 1 out, trying to continue his day here. Whew, a strong swing. Looks like maybe a substitution here. Let's see what we've got. Maybe not.
Check swing, and he did go, so there's your 2nd out of the inning.
All right. East Cobb inching towards victory. 2 outs. Very, very close to winning their first game of this tournament. They'll be playing a second game here in the 3 o'clock slate this afternoon. Artillery, meanwhile, played a game last night. This is their 2nd game of group play. Matiga sending in a competitive pitch. That one's soaring out to right field. Matiga, I don't even think the ball's come down. Matiga's already picked up his rosin bag, and that is it. The ball is played, and East Cobb are your champions here at the Prep Baseball Cup. We will be back to talk player of the game with Avery Hunt.
Grilling is an art. Don't forget to add sausage, Picasso. Keep it juicy.
Jump to the jam, boogie woogie jam slam, bust the dialect. I'm the man in command. Come flow with the sounds of the mighty.
First one I picked up, I just liked it the best. And like I said, I tried a lot of different companies, a lot of different models, and I fell in love with Old Hickory for sure.
Grayson Rosen, joined by Avery Hunt to talk about what we just witnessed here. East Cobb Astros get the win 7-3 over Artillery in what started off as a huge offensive game. We saw 2 runs in the first from East Cobb Astros. They followed it up again with 2 more runs in the second. Artillery answers with a big 3-run home run from Aiden Pennington there in the 2nd inning. And then we saw a pitcher's duel after that. For a couple of innings, we keep rolling on. The 5th inning, East Cobb gets on the board, makes it a 2-run game. And then it comes down to the 7th inning, and with bases loaded, Cruz Baker stepped to the plate and hit a 2-out, bases-loaded ground rule double and recorded 2 RBIs, making it a 2-for-3 day for Baker.
Absolutely. I mean, I think he had, one of the more impressive showings today. at the plate. Obviously, you just discussed the big at bat there in the top half of the 7th inning to kind of blow things open for the Astros. But yeah, really good job by him today, and can't go without saying, a big shout out to both pitching staffs. Obviously, things were a little rough there early on, but saw a lot of really good arms for both teams. So really fun to watch, and really impressive performance by Baker.
Certainly, Cruz Baker, our player of the game, had that 90-mile-per-hour hit for that double, or that ground rule double that snuck over the fence and made it a 7-3 lead in the top of the 7th with 2 outs, which set up the closer Joseph Matiga to end things for East Cobb Astros. Another shout out to Camden Hayworth, who through 5 innings had 7 strikeouts, only giving up that 1 3-run home run. And East Cobb's defense as well. Multiple fantastic plays from East Cobb all around the field. So, Cruz Baker, your player of the game. East Cobb, your winners of the game over Artillery. Avery, thank you for joining me today. And we've got a lot more baseball coverage for you all fall long. So make sure you're staying up to date on all of our social media pages. And for Avery Hunt, producer Mason Monroe, I'm Grayson Rosen, signing off from Lake Point Sports.